This is expenditure, this is income, this is income. So income should be added, expenditure has to be deducted. Transfer of sale of immovable property, 50 lakh is the limit, 1%. In case PAN is not furnished, 20%. Don't go with the sections are not important. Salaries, always we go with the average rate divided by 12. A warm welcome to one and all. This is your Adarsh sir, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Now we are discussing your Corporate Taxation Session 2, Unit 4 for the 4th semester BCom. And the topic for today's session is all about tedious advance tax payment of tax as well as interest. Now, in today's session, we discuss the problems on ATC, problems on ATC, ATCCC, ATCCD. As I told you in the previous session, ATC, ATCCC, ATCCD, it is a part of one section. Then all the tax deduction, other kind of tax deductions and tax deduction at source, tedious and problems on tedious. These are the topic to discuss in today's session. Now, in the previous session, we spoke about ATC, ATCCC, ATCCD. I give a small recap regarding the ATC, ATCCC and ATCCD. As I told you, ATC, ATCCC and ATCCD, it all talks about investment. Investment in the sense, as I told you, all your LIC, Life Insurance Corporation, all your LIC investment, all the tuition fees of your children, all the investment in post office, saving bank account, all the investment in NSC, National Savings Certificate, this kind of investment, all the PF fund, your gratuity fund, all these kind of EPF, all comes under your ATC. And it applicable for whom? Yes, good. It applicable for individual and HUF. These two people are applicable, as well as these two people will come under this particular category. And the next one, what is the maximum limit? The maximum limit for ATC, ATCCC, ATCCD all put together, the maximum limit is 1,50,000. These are the basic concept you have to remember. We'll do one problem so that you will understand better regarding ATC, ATCCC and ATCCD. Now, as per this, we'll do problem number 1. From the following information, provide Mr. Srinath calculate the amount of allowable deduction under ATC for the assessment year 2024-25. Ignore alternative tax regime under the section 115 BAC. There are new regimes there. We are not calculating that because which are benefited, that should be considered. Now, the first one, as I told you, which are the investment comes under your ATC, I'll tell you. One is life insurance premium on his own life, 2,700. So remember, the investment for yourself and your family. Now, life insurance premium of the life of his wife, not dependent upon Srinath. So, it is a wife. Next, life insurance premium of married daughter, children, his children, but that girl is married. Now, life insurance premium on life of his dependent sister. Whether sister comes under this category, we'll check. Then, repayment of loan taken from LIC for purchase of commercial house property. There is a repayment of loan. Next, contribution towards unrecognized provident fund. See, it is not recognized. This is unrecognized provident fund. Your PF 30,000. Next, tuition fees for daughter. It is 22,000. Life insurance premium on life of his major son is due. So it is 3,000 but paid on 1/5. What is our year ending? Yes, 31st March we call it as year ending, but it is paid when 1/5. Then Accrued interest on NSC, National Savings Certificate, that is 5,000. Contribution to PPF in the name of the mother, it is 20,000. Then the last one, 8,000 in Sukanya Samruddhi scheme. It is a post office scheme actually. Recently they have introduced the rate of interest comparatively high, and it is applicable only for the girl, baby girl, for at the age of from birth till the age of 14 they have to pay. There are so many rules and regulations are there, and that is not important here. So we all talk about the investment made for what? Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana. Now we understood the question. Now which are eligible, which are not eligible, and what is the maximum limit? Everything we will understand one by one. The assessee name Srinath, status he is a resident, and previous year 23-24, assessment year 24-25. In your question paper, you can mention it as 2020, assessment year 25-26, and previous year you can call it as 2024-25. Then life insurance premium on own life 2,700. Then life insurance premium on his wife, that is also considered. Then life insurance premium in married daughter's life considered, because it was clearly mentioned that for children, never mentioned that whether they are married or not. Then life insurance premium on dependent sister, they never mentioned sister, brother and all. They mentioned only himself, spouse and children. All this comes under the category. Then after that, repayment of loan. Repayment of loan also not part of your, the whatever the relatives they mentioned, like himself, spouse and children, the relatives will not come. Sister, brother will also not come. Then the next one, tuition fees. It was clearly mentioned that all the tuition fees paid for 2 children will be considered as a part of the investment. Then the next one, life insurance premium due. If it is not paid within that specified period, we will not consider. Accrued interest on NSC, yes. Contribution to PPF, no. Then why? Because I'll go back to that. Contribution towards PPF, it is what? Unregistered. That is the reason they have not taken. Then deposit in Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana, yes. Total 49,700. What is the maximum limit? 1,50,000. Is it within the maximum limit? Yes. So it can be considered. Hope you are clear. Yes. Next one. Problem 2. It is all about ATC, ATCCC and ATCCD. In this, Mr. Srikanth, resident, employed by the central government, is a government employee, but government employee will not affect here. Now, he submit the following particular of income expenditure for the previous year. You can read it as 2024-25 for your question paper. Compute his total income, because we have taken all these questions from question paper. So, the same thing we are solving here. Now, ignore alternative tax regime. Then, income from salary, 5 lakh. Income from other source, 2 lakh. Contribution towards PPF, 70,000. See, this is expenditure, this is income, this is income. So, income should be added, expenditure has to be deducted. Now, deposit in notified annuity plan of LIC, expenditure. Own contribution towards to NPS, 60,000. Expenditure. Employers contribution to NPS, 50,000. This is also expenditure. You have to find out the solution for this particular problem. Now, in this calculation of the amount allowable deduction under section 80C, in this income from salary 5 lakh, yes. Income from other source 7 lakh, yes. Gross total income. So, in this, I'll go back to your question. Income from other source is 2 lakh, this is 5 lakh. So, 5 lakh plus 2 lakh, your total is how much? 7 lakh. your total is 7 lakh. In this, deduction under section 80C, 70,000, and deduction under section 80CCC, 5,000. 70 plus 5, how much it is? 75,000. And deduction under section 80CCC, it all talks about your NPS. That will be how much? 50,000. Employer contribution, 50,000. Now, total how much? Total how much you can claim? Now, 70, 75, and this one. I'll go back to your question. NPS 50,000 each they have contributed. Own contribution towards NPS 60 and employers contribution is 50. Employers and own contribution. As per this calculation, we get 70,000 and we get 5,000, and along with this one. As per this, if you calculate, your answer is 7 lakh. From 7 lakh, if you minus all these, so 5 lakh, 7 lakh, 5 lakh 15,000. Your total deduction is 1 lakh 85,000. So 80CCC we have taken separately. Now maximum deduction amount 70,000 already we have calculated, 5,000 already calculated, and 10,000 that is called total 85. Our maximum limit of 150, whichever is least. Yeah, the 85,000 is the least value, and your final answer will be 6,15,000. So this you can claim maximum of 10,000. So the limit is 10,000. Total 85,000 we claimed. The answer is 6,15,000. Hope you are clear with this concept. This is not much important for your examination. Your tedious problem will be different compared to this because they will not concentrate only on one deduction. They will concentrate on many types of deductions. Then tax deduction maximum allowed limit under section 80. Now 80C against expenses like tuition fees, children repayment of home loan, principal, etc. investment like ELSS, PPF, NSC, all put together it comes 1,50,000. 80CCC for repayment made towards annuity pension plan, that will be how much? It is 1 lakh. Then 80CCD, it is against any amount paid towards pension scheme under central government, it comes around 1,50,000. So 1,50,000 it is same as this one. Then for investment in infrastructure bonds, it is 20,000. 80D on premium paid for health insurance policy, it is 1 lakh. As I told you, maximum 25,000 will be doubled. It will become 50. Now 80DD, it is against expenses incurred. 1,25,000 is the maximum. 80DDB expenses made for specified diseases, 1 lakh. 80D repayment of education loan, no maximum limit. Donation, it varies from 50% to 100%. Against house rent allowance, maximum of 5,000 per month. Against interest earned from saving, maximum 10,000. Interest income from deposit, maximum of 50. And deduction available for taxpayer, it is 1,25,000. Now, these are the deductions you are supposed to remember for TDS. Now, remember the TDS deductions are salary, premature, interest on security, interest on bank deposit, interest on security. See, as I told you, your main problems in your examination comes from this, not the previously what we have done. The insurance problem only on 80C, problems only on 80D. They will not ask you like that. Your real problem starts from here actually. That is only for your understanding purpose. Now, you have to remember this, and this. Hope you are clear. The sections are not important. Sections are not important. Up to this, I'll go back and you can take a screenshot. This is all about the agenda. Your problems on 80C. And these are the problem with solution. Problem 2 on this. So the final answer is like 15,000. These are the summary of all the deduction under section 80C to 80DD. These are the calculation part, the maximum limit which are mentioned. So these are the actual problems you are supposed to remember in this. Now, if you come to salaries, don't go with the sections. Sections are not important. Salaries, always we go with the average rate divided by 12. First one. Second one, premature withdrawal from employee provident fund. The limit is 50,000. The percentage is 10%. In case of no PAN is furnished, 20%. Interest on security, 10,000 is the limit, 10% is the rate. Interest on bank deposit, 10,000 is the limit, 10% is the rate. Next, interest on securities, 5,000 is the limit, 10% is the rate. Next, winning from lottery, puzzle and game, 10,000 is the limit, 30% is the rate. Always the highest rate of tax comes for lottery, puzzle, game, horse race. These gambling, these comes under highest rate. Winning from horse race, 10,000 is the limit, 30% is the rate. Insurance commission, 15,000, 5%. Payment in respect of policy, LIC policy, 1 lakh is the limit, 1%. Withdraw from National Savings Scheme, 2,500 is the limit, 10% is the rate. Commission on sale of lottery ticket, 15,000 is the limit and 5% is the rate. Then, any other commission and brokerage, 15,000 is the limit, 5% is the rate. Transfer of sale of immovable property, 50 lakh is the limit, 1%. In case PAN is not furnished, 20%. Rent paid on land, limit is 50,000 per month, 5% is the tax rate. Professional technical fees, 30,000 is the limit, 10% is the tax. Any compensation for acquisition of immovable property, 2,50,000 is the limit, 10% is the rate. Now, so I'll go out of the screen. Please make a screenshot. This is very important. These are the first 5 deductions. Next 5. The remaining one. Now we'll go with one problem. As I told you, your examination, the exact problems from this you will get. Again, I'll repeat, your examination problems are this. Now, they will give you winning from lotteries 1 lakh. How to do this, I'll show you. Come back. Winning from lottery. What is the limit? 10,000. What is the percentage? 30%. Remember these numbers. Winning from lotteries 1 lakh. Now, what is the limit for winning from lottery? 10,000. What is the value given? 1 lakh. Is it above 10,000? Yes. Don't minus the 10,000. Just the 10,000 is the base to compare. If the value is above 10,000, this is taxable. And what is the percentage? 30%. Simple one. 1 lakh into 30%, 30,000. This will be your answer. Hope you are clear. You are done with this. This is only your calculation actually. Now, Sanju, a agent of LIC, earned a commission of 20,000. Again, you have to go back. You have to check the limit. If above the limit, you have to calculate the tax. Now, similarly, rent paid on building 48. 50,000 is the limit. It is 48. So, it is exempted. LIC amount paid to the policy holder of company 4 lakh. You have to see the limit. It is 2,50,000. Interest on bank deposit is 20,000. Withdraw from premature employer provident fund 53. 50,000 is the limit. Next, winning from horse race 8,000. Compensation for acquisition of land 2,60,000. Payment to an individual contract 1,50,000. You have to read this. Repeat the same thing in your answer. This will be your answer. Now, winning from lottery, this one. you have to go with 30% and the answer is 30,000. You have to write this, clear? And the second one, commission from LIC, 5% and 1,000. Rent paid on building, it is below 50,000, that's why we don't take. LIC amount paid 4 lakh, 1%, 4,000. Interest on bank deposit 20,000, 10% calculate. Withdraw from PF 53, 20%. Why? Because PAN is not furnished. Next, winning from horse race within 10,000, no tax. Compensation for land acquisition above 2 lakh 50, so 10% calculate. Payment to contractor above 1 lakh, it is 1%. If it is an individual, 1%. If it is a company, 2%. Yes. Similarly, we'll go for the problem number 2. The same rule applies here. Winning from puzzle, highest tax. Lump sum payment to contractor. Dividend from company. Interest on security. Commission earned. Sale of building. Withdraw from National Savings Scheme. Rent paid. LIC amount paid. Withdraw of premature employee provident fund. These are the question and we'll go for the solution. Now, winning from puzzle 8,000 within 10,000, that is the reason it is no taxable. Lump sum payment to contractor, it is 40,000. Above 30,000, you have to tax. It is a company. See, they mentioned X Limited. If it is an individual, then 1%. Company, it goes with 2%. Then dividend from company other than listed company, 50,000, completely taxable. Interest on security, completely taxable. Commission earned by 40,000, above 15,000, so it is completely taxable. Sale of building, up to 50 lakh is a limit. They have given 49 lakhs, so no tax. Withdraw from national saving, 5,000 with 10%. Rent paid on building, 68,000, above 50,000, so it is a taxable. LIC amount paid to the policy holder, 2 lakh, 10%, 20,000. Withdraw from premature, above 50,000, so calculate 10%. Similarly, we'll go to problem number 3. The similar one, as I told you, your examination problems are like this. Now, sale of land to resident, see, above 50 lakh, taxable. Composition acquired on building, above 2 lakh 50, taxable. Technical fees, above 30,000, taxable. Winning from lottery, above 10,000, taxable. LIC payment, above 1 lakh, taxable. Payment made to contractor, above 30,000. This is the final answer. Taxable. Interest on bank deposit, below 10. Winning from card game, above 10, taxable. Hope you are clear. I'll go to the answer. Sale of land, 55. No PAN is mentioned, so full 20%. Composition on acquisition of other land, fully taxable. Technical fees above 30,000, fully taxable. Winning from lottery above 10,000, fully taxable. LIC payment 1 lakh, fully taxable. Payment to contractor, it is individual, so 1%. Interest on bank deposit, it is below the 10,000 limit, so exempted. Winning from card game above 10,000, fully taxable. Hope you are clear. This is all about your tedious problem. This much is more than sufficient for your examination in regarding tedious. Thank you.